Yo, this is W Soul 13 bringing you Raid Shadow Legends. Let's let's set up for this. So, what are we gonna be talking about today? Today we will be talking about the new fusion champ Ruel, the Huntmaster. Right? Is he worth it? What does he do for you and your account? How easy will it be to get him? These are my preliminary analysis, evaluation of the whole situation. Long term, fusion champs are always good. Guaranteed Lego for your effort, right? And a targeted legendary. So in Raid, there's kind of like a few things that I think are tenets of Raid. One is that champ strength is linear and integer based, which means that it can't be like half as good. Either you get him or you don't, either you have that role or you don't. That's kind of how the raid works, right? In Ruel's case, he does something that literally no other champ does in the game right now, which is, I think, is A2. Attacks all enemies, place an extra hit on enemies. No, not A2, A3. Places a 50% increased attack buff, so we already have people that do that, but what he does that nobody else does is the Hex debuff on all enemies for 2 turns, right? And then it's not an attack, it's a place skill, so no chance to weak hit there, right? Only the inherent resist. I think there's a 3 or 5% inherent resist to everything we do in Raid. And he hides himself right afterwards. So why is this a big deal? This is a big deal because nobody else enables Hex right now, right? So let's go through the main reasons why fusions are something F2P low spenders should actively go for, in my humble opinion. Okay. The first reason is that if you want to fill out your roster, so Raid is a game that's played long term. It's not a game that you sit down and you do fast twitch finger movements and dial combos and no scope, reaction time, freaking get ganked type game. It's more like a long-term, slow burn, resource management, time management type game, right? And because the game is played on such a long-term basis, it's very hard for people to wrap their head around, why should I get a trash fusion champ, right? And the reality is because parts of the game, like faction wars, need specific champs for a specific faction at a specific strength level to beat the crypt all the way up to 21. So like me personally, a lot of my faction wars teams, I use fusion champs in them to beat them, right? I'm at number 10 already. Recently I just beat Demon Spawn. Demon Spawn actually has I do have one of the fusion champs there, but it's Drexar, the one you get from the bazaar, right? Similar concept though. The concept is you're putting your resources into something that has a long-term effect on your account. So even the quote-unquote trash fusions like Gerptuck, everybody dunked on Gerptuck a lot, which understandable at the time, but now he's very, very good. He's an AoE block buff champ, which is pretty much invaluable in the Valkyrie waves, So the list goes on and on. Elegaeus does the same thing. Vergumcar did the same thing for me. I'm just listing out like fusions that got me through the fusions that got me through faction wars, right? Even Skull Lord Valgal, right? And the plus side is there are some amazing ones like Brogni, So Brogni kind of is a game changer for people that got Brogni, especially if they got him earlier in their account, where progression is where Brogni's really good at, is progression. But Brogni's progression abilities can take you all the way up to Doom Tower. So a lot of the all-star progression champs, they kind of like peter out once you get to Doom Tower. Brogni is good all the way to hard. Hard 120 Dream Tower. Brogni will take you there. If you participated in that last time and you got him, congratulations, you know. But for Ruel, let's go back to Ruel real quick. What he does is the Hex, and he is also a damage dealer, AoE damage dealer. So how is he different from someone like Astralon, who we just got a few fusions ago, who, you know, is an elite nuker in arena, elite dungeon wave nuker, right? So how is he different from him? Not really that much different, except he brings increased accuracy for the whole team and the AoE Hex. If you combine the AoE Hex, though, with Thea, right? The Blood Angel, I think, who you get from Hard Doom Tower. I think she's a Night Revenant. Oh, we're already there. What am I doing? So if you combine Ruel with Thea, right here, where is that? Where is that wonderful lady Thea? The Blood Angel. I think she's here, right? She is a fragment fusion. Oh, there she is. Hello. Right. So Thea has a very special skill, which is her A2. Attacks all enemies, damage increase 50% up to 300% for each Hex debuff on the enemy team, and it removes the Hex debuffs. You suddenly have it's a legendary, of course, but it's like a legendary version of Seer, right? Not as good, obviously. Seer, if you deck her out, if you perform the combo correctly, you'll clear the wave in one shot. Thea, you might have one or two that just won't die from that initial splash, but clearing out 3 out of 5 in a wave, you know, with one shot, then leaving the 2 pretty much crippled, is money. And this is what I'm trying to say. The fusions are kind of like the guaranteed way to access certain archetypes in the game that has been hard to access before. So one of them is ally attack with Kreela. The other one is buff removal, right? So previously it's only been legendaries. I think Sathalia did it or something. And of course Madame Ceres, right? And then we get Vergamcar. Vergamcar can remove 2 buffs from the enemy. Brogni can remove 1 buff from the enemy. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting like softer versions of the hard, like meta defining type champs where they can do something that really nobody else can do. Thea is one of those. Now, if you combine her with Ruel, you're going to be doing something that only Seer can do. Not exactly 1-on-1, but very close. Very, very close. So what's the point of that? Well, the point of that is, 1, it has upside now because you can do this combo if you don't have Seer. 2 is they might release something else in the future. You know, maybe something that affects bosses, so we can get over the 10% cap on their damage, or something that does damage over time or something. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But it's such an unknown commodity and potentially powerful commodity, especially if the effects are like this. 300% damage. This is insane. You know? So the upside potential is extremely high. So now let's talk about the event itself. How about shards, right? So how do you prepare for these events? You want gems, right? So gems are very important because it allows you to get energy refills. The other problem right now is arena. Oh, my allergies, sorry. Allergies are crazy this year. Check this out. I've fallen all the way to gold 1 in arena because I've been stubborn and I haven't used Arbiter on my team, right? So that's what you get. If you don't use Arbiter and you have Arbiter, you're gonna fall. Right now, that's just the way arena is. So what about, you know, people that don't have Arbiter yet? How are you gonna do in arena? Well, if Plarion comes out with another 400-point arena tournament, yikes. I mean, it's doable, of course. I've seen people do it, but it's gonna be tough. All right, so you gotta brace yourself for that. We'll find out when they actually put the arena points out. To be fair with Brogni, they actually lowered it way down to I think 180 or something with the second one. So we won't know until we actually see the spread. The other thing to look at is, of course, shards, right? So first thing is mystery shards. Mystery shards guarantees you points, champ chase, summon rush, it doesn't matter. Next thing you want to look at is sacred shards because they cover summon rush. 500 points per shard in summon rush. Me personally, how I see it is I think we're gonna need somewhere between 2,000 to 3,000 points to get Ruel. So my usual estimate is 1,500 to 2,000 for fragment fusions, but I'm upping it to 2,000 to 3,000 because frankly of what we saw from Brogdie last time. I estimated an upper 3,000 to 5,000. And Plarium broke my upper end of my estimate. They asked for 5,500 points for that fusion. So we don't know until we see the spread this Friday. I'll do another video on Friday, talk about the spread. But mystery shards, right? Sacred shards. And then just go in diamond hands, man. Don't pull in the 2x outside the fusions. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. We'll see if my mind changes, if they'll offer something extra on top of just a 2x, or if a 10x is really good like Maneater was last time. You can check out my 2 videos for those. But yeah, I think we should go for this fusion, guys. So we'll see you guys on the other side of this. Okay, I'll see you on Friday when they put the champ chase out.